What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking Black Ops 6 Zombies, and we are here in BO3 because the feature we're going to be talking about today is the return of Gobblegums, and the last time we saw these was almost 9 years ago in Black Ops 3. So essentially, I think a lot of people that were present during that time know what Gobblegums are, kind of have an idea of what to expect. There's been a ton of new zombie players over the past almost 9 years. Definitely a lot of people that joined up even just in Modern Warfare Zombies that may not quite understand what these are, what they mean, and why they might be interested in them going into Black Ops 6 Zombies. So essentially, what I wanted to do today is clarify exactly all of those things and give people a little bit more insight into what these mean, and again, why they could look forward to them going into this new game. So, if you guys are not familiar with Black Ops 3, it has been the only game up to this point to feature Gobblegums, although it was close in Black Ops 4, although I guess to my understanding it was maybe scrapped right before the actual launch and replaced with the elixirs. But a Gobblegum is essentially, if you are a Modern Warfare Zombies player, the closest thing you're going to get to a schematic or acquisition in Black Ops 6. So, the same thing is going to function in Black Ops 6 as it does in Black Ops 3. The simple fact is, we'll be able to go in here, we'll have our Gobblegum packs. They do come in different varieties. It's been confirmed at this point that we have Rare, Epic, Legendary, Ultra, and Whimsical. The Whimsical ones specifically are a little bit more on the fun end. They just kind of cause things to happen throughout your match that are a little bit more on the, I don't know, I guess you could say funny end of things, as opposed to something that directly just benefits your gameplay. And then the rest of them obviously are tiered out based on how helpful or useful they are throughout your match. Now, we can dive into here, and as we can see, we have these different Gobblegum packs that we can pretty much set up, and it allows us to choose 5 different Gobblegum options. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click one of these. I did set up the Gobblegum pack 4, the ones that I know should be featured in Black Ops 6. So I'll go ahead and click that here, and as you can see, you can actually customize it and select the Gobblegums that you want to put in this pack. Now what this means is although you can select 5, it does not mean that you're going to have them off the rip upon spawning into your match. There is something more to it than that. You will actually have to go over to a Gobblegum machine, either spend essence on it or hit it that one time for free each round to get these Gobblegums and then be able to activate them. Now as you can see here, they do have a number of how many you have available. So for this one specifically, I don't have any, which is Perkaholic. Same for On the House, but I do have 2 available for the wall power. Now, if you don't have it available, when it pops up in the Gobblegum machine, it just won't allow you to grab it. Now, I do want to talk about what these do, because obviously people are like, hey, what are these? Essentially, for this wall power one, for example, which we know is going to be featured in Black Ops 6, it is a rare version. It says it auto-activates on your next wall buy gun purchase. The next gun bought off the wall comes Pack-a-Punch. So, again, next wall purchase, pretty straightforward. You go and buy that weapon. It will then be Pack-a-Punched instead of just the regular version. For Perkaholic, that one's a lot more straightforward and probably one of the most useful. It is activating immediately upon actually getting it. It gives you all the perks in the map. Now, not all of them are going to activate the moment that you grab them. Some of them will allow you to hold on to them, choosing when you want to activate them. Some of them will activate upon grabbing them, but won't actually take place, kind of like the wall power one, where it's just not going to take place until you purchase that wall buy. So it's not going to happen immediately. It's going to happen whenever you actually choose to make that purchase. The Perkaholic one is going to happen instantly. Whimsical one says it activates immediately and lasts for 25 minutes. So some are limited time and some are limited rounds. So some might only go for 3 rounds, stuff like that. But essentially there is a wide variety of different ones that are possible to get. I'll just name a few here. This one's Dead of Nuclear Winter, spawns a nuke power-up. So immediately if you need a nuke, get rid of an entire horde of zombies, you could spawn that in pretty much immediately, grabbing it, getting access to that power-up. I mean, they come in a wide variety of different things. This one here auto activates when a teddy bear appears in the magic box or mystery box. Respins automatically. Magic box will not move for several uses. So it kind of just stops the ability of you getting the teddy bear, or if you do get the teddy bear from it, it won't immediately just move to a new location. It will respin pretty much for free, allowing you to not actually take that hit and having the box move on you. So there are a wide variety of ones that will provide, I think, more or less usefulness just based on the rarity. This one here, zombies seen by players will not move. And of course, it is just all for fun, or in some cases, making that next experience or your next set of round based be a little bit easier. So now that we have it kind of set up, I have these 5 Gobblegums chosen. And again, these are returning. Not all rarities are going to be the exact same. Not all the ones that are available here in Black Ops 3, which is why I'm not exactly pinpointing all of them and letting you know which ones there are, because we're not exactly sure which ones are all going to be available in the new game. So I don't want to tell you something's going to be available and then it not be. But now that we have the 5 selected, and I'm assuming we'll have up to at least 5 packs that we can make. Maybe they'll have 10 off the rip. You can basically just set it up for different types of runs. And obviously you're going to want to make sure that you have them available. Otherwise, when you get that Gobblegum, as we're going to see when we get into the game, you're not going to be able to grab it or use it because you don't have any available. Now, if you choose to grab a Gobblegum and you don't use it or activate it, it should still remain available for your next match. It shouldn't actually become, non-available. So, for example, on this Perkaholic one, let's say I had one and it didn't auto-activate, and I got that one, I could choose not to activate it, for the entirety of the match, and it's not going to use up the one out of the ones I have available. But now that we have this set up, we can go ahead and dive into our game, and I'll show you guys exactly how these Gobblegums work. Now, the big issue with these when it came to Black Ops 3 is that they weren't always easy to get. You had to pretty much play for this liquid divinium. I think that's exactly what it was called, and you had to use the liquid divinium to then gamble essentially at the machine, and then you had a chance for whatever Gobblegums to pop out. That's one big change coming to Black Ops 6. You will naturally just earn Gobblegums for playing the game, and you won't have to earn liquid divinium to exchange it or anything like that. And the other issue with it was that you could actually purchase the liquid divinium via the microtransaction system and then be able to essentially just pay to win. That's what people really didn't like about that system. So now we don't know for sure if you're going to be able to purchase the Gobblegums at all, but essentially here we can get it for 0. The first one every round is going to be free. See what we actually get out of Perkaholic. So as you can see there, we didn't have that available, which is perfect. It just shows that we are unable to grab that Perkaholic perk. So now if I wanted to hit it again, I think it's going to cost me 500 for this round, but I could just play through this round and then get it again for free in the next one. It's 1500. I believe in Black Ops 6 it's said to be only 500 to hit this, and I don't know if it's going to be free right off the rip for the beginning of each round, but you know what, I guess we'll just wait and see what happens with that. All right, we survived another round. But like I was saying, essentially in Black Ops 6 we will be able to earn these, you will be able to stock up on them, and you don't necessarily have to use them right when you get them. So that's one thing I will be doing. I probably will be avoiding using this as much as possible when the beginning of the game takes place. Oh, this is a perfect one. This is actually one of the fun ones. So we got that. Zombies killed will fall straight up for 25 minutes. Oh, there it goes. See you later, buddy. Kind of fun and exciting. So now that we have this one, this is one of the whimsical ones, one of the fun and exciting, not so serious ones. I'm actually kind of glad that we got this, and we did have it available, so it let us grab it. Now, there are classic ones which won't cost, or won't, I guess, use up ones because you don't have an inventory. They're infinite. Whereas the other ones where you have set amount of them, you're going to want to make sure that you have them available if you're going to be using that pack. Otherwise, you'll go in, you'll get a Gobblegum, not be able to use it. Now we are on our third round. We'll be able to go ahead and hit it again. Dispenses another Gobblegum. And you only get the 5 different ones that you have available through your pack. Another one that we're out of on the house. So the set 5 that we have, we are missing some. That's one thing you definitely are going to want to avoid going into the new game. But essentially, these are just created to give you different benefits, and some of them are more useful than others based on the rarity, and you will be able to just earn these naturally by playing the game in Black Ops 6, as opposed to how it was here in BO3, where it took a little bit of playtime and then a little bit of gambling alongside it. But essentially, what these Gobblegums will allow you to have similar starts, kind of like Modern Warfare Zombies with the schematics or acquisition system, because it will give you times or situations where maybe you start with a pack-a-punch weapon as opposed to something that isn't. And I think that's going to help you not only save some essence and be able to go to pack 2 a little earlier, it's just going to make your journey at the beginning of the match that much easier. Same thing with Perkaholic, being able to spawn in and have actually all of your perks available. It's going to make that run significantly easier, and you're probably going to struggle significantly less throughout it. But reality is, these Gobblegums are set to return. At this point, it does seem like they are less predatory, or at least brought into the game in a less malicious way. And I think they will be fun for a majority of players. Now, not everybody played Black Ops 3. Not everybody is familiar with these. So I just wanted to bring this video out today just to kind of give people that are newer to the game some insight on what they can expect when it comes to Black Ops 6, and if they should get excited about these Gobblegums, because I think some people are unsure that's something they should even be excited about. So we got the respin cycle. So if I chose to use this, like here, this one, I can choose when I want to activate it. So I don't have to activate this one here. I could wait essentially until I go over to the mystery box. I think this one actually auto activates if I get the teddy bear. So let's go ahead and hit this. I don't think it's going to give us the teddy bear, but for some reason, if it did, boom, we grab that. So yeah, that's kind of how Gobblegums are going to be working in Black Ops 3 and obviously returning in Black Ops 6. Now, I do want to mention a couple things. I said new Gobblegums are going to be earnable in-game simply for playing. Expect to earn 1 or more random Gobblegums every few rounds. You'll know when you've been awarded a new Gobblegum due to a reward sequence at the start of a subsequent round. Any unused Gobblegums are kept between matches, and you won't lose them if you happen to disconnect from a match. Not only that, they cannot be dropped or shared, but you could swap to a different Gobblegum pack at any time as long as you have it set up. So maybe you make a mistake at the beginning of the match and select the wrong one that doesn't have any available. You can always switch that in-game. But that's going to wrap things up for us here. Hopefully this helps those newer players understand what the Gobblegums are and maybe even understand how they're going to be beneficial to their gameplay once Black Ops 6 Zombies is here. But that's going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all support in today's video, all support in the channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.